Lawmakers are supposed to take a look at ways to change the system the state uses to pay for public schools, but it won't be easy. Joining us for perspective is Josh Sanderson from the Equity Center, a nonprofit focused on school finance issues. Welcome.
Thank you.
Tell me about your nonprofit. Really, what do you guys do?
We represent about 650 school districts across the state, largely low and mid-wealth districts, and we do consulting and advocacy in helping them to better utilize state funding for public education purposes. And we also provide information to the legislature to help inform their decisions, their policy decisions on school finance issues.
You put out a plan that aims to balance the needs of taxpayers and school children. How is this different from the current system?
The current system is largely inequitable as it pertains to both taxpayers and school children funding. And what I mean by that is that if you look at what one taxpayer in one district can generate for their tax effort, with their tax effort for their school children, compare that to a different district, it varies wildly. You have some districts in the state taxing at the state cap, which is $1.17, and generating $6,000 a kid. You have other districts in the state that can tax at 70 cents and generate $9,000, $10,000 a kid. And so there are disparities both in tax burden on taxpayers and on students as it pertains to their funding levels.
Now, right now, the Texas Commission on Public School Finance is working on a series of recommendations for lawmakers. You're following that closely. Are you seeing any progress there?
We're seeing a lot of progress in that there are conversations about policy changes taking place that have not occurred in the past. This is the very beginning of that process, and that these recommendations from the Commission will be delivered to the legislature in January. And at that time, we'll see where the rubber hits the road, if you will, where the debates will occur as to what the proper reform should be, and then whether or not the political will exists to do it.
They talk about school finance every session, so what's going to be different about this one?
Making a bet on what the legislature will do is a losing proposition. I'm hoping that this time around we have a number of factors that drives the legislature to actually take action. The most important being that if no action is taken, it's the legislature saying the current system that we have today is acceptable. And I don't think that that sentiment exists either within the legislative bodies or within the public at large. And so there is an appetite for change, an appetite for reform in the way that we fund our schools, both on our over-reliance, some would argue, on property taxes, and the amount we're actually spending on students for public education purposes.
Do you feel like rural lawmakers or the urban lawmakers are more responsive to what your group is pushing?
I don't think that you can simplify it down into those factions necessarily. I think you have people that understand the intricacies of the school finance formulas, how complicated it is, and how really it doesn't need to be that complicated, about how we are over-reliant on things that we have done in the past 20 and 30 years ago that we still do today, that we still utilize today, simply because it's been the easiest way to do it, not necessarily because it's the right way to do it. I think you have members who are in tune with their school districts that understand things need to change for the better, and we have those answers. They just have to take action to put them into place.
Josh Sanderson, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.